Hey guys, welcome back. It is TechLock here. And do you remember when I said in my Infernal solution for Azura's limited hero battle that there was a 25% chance that we will be posting an Abyssal solution with free-to-play units from the limited Shadows of Valencia roster? Well, guess what? Sometimes, like the bugged RNG of FE6, that 25% chance hits. No, seriously, FE6 RNG is bugged. I've missed 97s before, and one of my most recent Ironmans, Clarine hit a 14% silence on a bolting sage to basically save the run. It was wild. Maybe in the future I'll stream some Ironmans or some specialty stuff like that, but don't have the equipment right now, but something to keep an eye out in the future for. But back to what we're here for, which is the Abyssal solution for the limited hero battle for Azura's map. And I know what you're saying right now, oh, it's merged Python, I can see it already. Please stick around. I am going to show you the solution where a unmerged 5-star Python will work for this Abyssal map solution. And when I say that, I'm 98% confident because I've gone through every single battle individually and compared stats. So it's not like a hope and a whim saying, oh yeah, maybe it'll work. No, I'm very confident that an unmerged Python will work based on the adjustments that you make from the one I'm showing you here. So let's get into the actual cast. First up, which is our 5-star Delthea. Very similar to the one for the Infernal solution. We're just going to use Swordbreaker here instead of Lancebreaker. And then Sparrow 2 in her Sacred Seal slot. Going back, we now have Silque here. And a little bit different, we did remove her speed opening from her C slot, and I'll tell you why. That's to help kind of balance out the stats for our Python a little bit later. You just need Distant Guard 3 in the Sacred Seal slot. Python. All right, here's where I'm doing a lot of talking because a couple skeleton inheritance here is obviously Reposition and Death Blow 2. Now, if you are running an unmerged Python, here's how the stat compares. He has 38 HP compared to mine, which has 39 HP. It has 44 attack compared to mine, which has 48 attack. He has 35 speed compared to mine, who has 36 speed. And the other one, an unmerged one, would have 31 defense compared to mine that has 32 defense. Res is the exact same. So what we're gonna do in order to get this attack stat similar is only needed for one battle. He's overkill on every battle except for one, and for that battle Silque will be right behind him, so just put Spur attack 3 in Silque's C slot, and that should get you the damage you need to take out that one battle, and I'll show you that during the solution. On Python himself, just refine the short bow for defense. It will give you the extra HP and the extra defense you need. I've gone through every single battle, compared 35 speed to 36 speed, and it should not make a single difference. There's no doubling or non-doubling that comes from 35 versus 36 speed. So that's everything I have to go through with Python. I'll detail this down below in the comments, not in the comment section, but in the description. But apart from that, just Reposition and Death Blow 2, not even Death Blow 3, Death Blow 2 will work here. As far as skill inheritance, and then Speed Res Solo in the Sacred Seal slot. Finally, we have our Dancer, Rinea, Silver Goblin, and Dance. We will have to inherit Escape Route 3 onto her from a 4-star Silque, or 4-star Cecilia, as well as Drive Speed 1, and that's just because of the staff unit's Annoying Miracle. And then Drive Attack 2 in the Sacred Seal slot. So I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 instances of skill inheritance, but it's all fairly cheap and common. It's nothing, I'm not asking you to put like an attack defense rain on one of the units here. And then obviously refine his weapon for defense. You don't use do for refining the short bow. It's the coins that we have 1,000 of. I've never heard anyone running on shortage of that. So I think that shouldn't be a problem when it comes to refining a weapon like this. So please, I hope you're still with me. Let's get into the actual battle. And once we get into the battle, it's actually a fairly quick battle. Not the most ideal starting position, but we can actually don't have to swap. We can make do with it. Silque will go on the left side. Python will go on the right side. Move Delthea over here, dance for her, put her behind Python. That way we attract this sword flyer down the middle here. But instead of tanking him, we're just going to avoid him altogether, but it also brings Azura down the middle here as well. This is why we need Swordbreaker. One of the 2 instances why we need it is to break through his Wary Fighter, and Delthea does that with relative ease. Then we're going to dance, and again, more Swordbreaker over here. Take out the Sword Flyer. 1, 2, not a problem. And this is where we really need the speed res solo. Put Python there. We'll also be using Distant Guard, taking a little bit advantage of Distant Guard. Put Silque behind him, and he's going to tank this staff unit. And because of the AI, Azura will come down and dance for the staff unit, and he'll go after Rinea, which is totally fine. And that Lance Armor just kind of signed Azura's death warrant. So right now, we have Blue Tonebreaker, which Python comes with, thankfully, and he's going to go up and be able to take out Azura with, I believe, 28 extra damage. Yes, the excess damage is 28, so not have to worry about extra damage or inflated damage stats there. And then we're going to come up here, and we're going to start tanking a lot, and this is why it's important to have his defense. Not that 1 point of defense, even though it might seem minuscule, this is why it's important, because Python does have a good defense stat, and he's going to do a lot of tanking here. So we're going to heal him up. We're going to use our escape route, the 1 instances of escape route, jump over here, dance for Silque. Silque's now going to heal up Rinea, because if she didn't heal up Rinea, this cleric would double Rinea and kill her, and now we'll use Delthea to start trying to take out the cleric over here. So that's going to be that turn. Now, yeah, a lot of tanking on Python's part. Shouldn't matter as far as res. The res on a normal 5-star and my merged one is the exact same, so you don't have to worry about countering and matching res when the staff unit attacks him. But see, because he barely survives, that's why the HP, the excess HP and the extra defense from the refine is so important. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take out this Lance Cav with very close to exact damage, and that's why we will need the spur attack from Silque. That's the only battle where we need spur attack from Silque on to help get the extra damage for him to take out that Lance Cav. This is why we need drive speed. We wouldn't need drive speed, except the fact that we do need Delthea to double this Troubadour to break through Miracle, which is fine. And we'll require 1 more turn of tanking from Python. So double dance, or dancing, double healing, and we're just going to have him keep on tanking. Again, why defense is so important for Python here. And he would double that archer anyways, even at 35 speed, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, just danger area, just help us out here a little bit. What we're going to do is move Delthea up here. She's going to tank that red mage, and no one else can actually get to that spot except for the red mage, so it's perfect. Come over here, we'll start to chip down this Lance Knight with Python. I'm going to heal up, healing up Delthea, that's correct. And then we're going to dance for Python, and we do have to put him over here, because if we put him over here, everyone, this guy, if we put him over here, this Bow Knight comes down, he smites him, goes up to smite him back up, and basically makes it a lot easier. If you put him over on this side, we get overwhelmed quickly, so make sure you put Python down in this corner away from everyone. So we're going to see Delthea tank this red mage, even though she gets doubled, totally fine. And draws back, smites back, perfect. Keeping pressure off of our units for a little bit longer. We do have to take out this red mage because it's very quick and it's desperation, so we'll do that first. Gonna come down. We're going to heal up Python, and we're going to come up here. Speed res solo really helps. 35 speed, but that speed res solo should help him double regardless of his 35 or 36 speed, and definitely has plenty of excess damage. Don't have to worry about extra damage here. Takes out that Mankey just beautifully. Gonna come down here, reposition Delthea out of harm's way. Move on to our next turn. Right, and I lied. 3 instances of Swordbreaker here, so we're going to heal up Delthea. She does need Swordbreaker to take on this Sword Cavalier. And we also have Python's Moonbow charged up, so going to obliterate this green bow, short bow with that extra 10 damage, doing wonders there. No dancing, we're just going to put Rinea in the middle there. We'll see our units get drawn back, and these guys are staying up here, which is perfect. We're going to take this turn to start to take out this Lance Knight. So move Delthea over 1. Python. We're gonna go into the classic box formation that we love so much on this channel. Draw him back again, perfect, keeping the pressure off of us. Gonna go up here, Delthea will one-shot this Lance Knight. Love to see it. And obviously you wanna get Delthea out of harm's way, move her back, heal her up with Silque, and then we'll put Python down here. And we are ready for the offensive whenever these units come and try to attack us. Yep, perfect. Keep drawing them back, keep them out of our way. Python, not going to double regardless, so speed doesn't matter here. Totally fine. We'll use our effective damage to do quite a bit of take quite a bit of chunk of his health out. Going to take out the bow flyer, and now this is the reason we really have one instance of reposition, and it's going to be right here. Reposition, and we'll just leave our units right here. We'll heal Python just a little bit. All right, and now this guy should go in and start. He should rally first. Yep, and he comes down here, so we can stay out of harm's way and just double with Delthea. We're going to keep Python special charged up for when that bow cav comes down, or sorry, when the mage cav comes down. Just a little bit of cleanup. We want to be a little careful here. It's Abyssal, so obviously a lot of stats. We just really want to be careful. He goes to that side, totally fine. He's going to come down at some point. And there we go. I don't know if he doubles. Yeah, no, he should double even with 35 speed, but if not, if he doesn't double, he's not getting doubled, then you just dance for him with Rinea, and you're all good to go. Whew, that was long. If you're still here, I really appreciate you sticking with me. Hopefully this does help. I really put a lot of time and effort into making sure that an unmerged Python would react the same way as long as you made the adjustment with refining his short bow for defense as well as putting spur attack 3, which is a very cheap skill inheritance in Silque C slot. So again, should hopefully help you get all the defined codes from this time around, and in case you're trying to build some other units. But that was a fun week. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did find this helpful or you do enjoy this content, leave a like, subscribe, share with other people who are trying to get those last divine codes. And like I said at the beginning of the video, who knows, maybe at some point this channel will graduate and I'll start streaming or showing my Iron Man runs. And you can see crazy moves like Clarine hitting a 14% silence to save a run. Absurd. But until then, take care.